We're live. Welcome back to another Commonwealth sports betting video. I'm Ethan, better known as Best Pie Bets on Twitter, coming back to you with another MLB comp pick, as well as some discussion as well. Kim already in the chat, trying to drop some awesome knowledge on us, trying to come back from yesterday. Houston first five money line, minus 108. That lost, unfortunately. It was 4-2. The Cardinals didn't seem to have any jet lag coming back, and they won after the first five and ultimately won the game. So cool, interesting stuff there. But, we keep moving forward, keep going ahead. This week is still, you squeak out a little bit of a profit, even, going 1-1 with the plus money play on Monday. So keep it moving forward. Back in the Miller Lite Sound Studio, as always, back in the same home base, which kind of, as you guys know by the title, what the play is going to be, the comp pick's going to be on one of these, either the Sox or Angels or under or over. But yeah, so but you'll guys hear that later on. But excited this week for the Rocket Mortgage Class. Like I always say, always excited to watch. I always like to have it on at the golf course. Hey, I'm a White Sox, but I'll bet against them. There you go, Carol Ann. That's the best way to do it. You can't bet as a fan in this sport. It's almost better. I like to call it the emotional hedge. Sometimes it's like if you're just watching the game and you're not even doing any, research, you're just showing up to the game to watch your team. Sometimes a good emotional hedge, you can, bet on the other team. And if your team wins, you're happy they won. But if your team loses, at least you win some money out of it. That's my emotional hedge take on that instance, because and it's hard you can't bet with your heart. That's why I just avoid most Cubs games. Like I'm a Cubs fan, so I just don't even look really at the game most of the time, because I'll feel like I'll be too swayed to one way or the other. Unless something really pops out to me, I'll maybe fire a bet or something like that I like. But it's hard for me to just look at the games and then not even have one little percentage of thought of thinking like, well, it is the Cubs and they could win, or it's like, of course any team can win anytime. But it just skews my thinking here and there. So, and I try to keep it straight in order. So it's almost easier just to knock it out of the, it's almost easier just to take that game away from the slate. I mean, if you're a fan of few teams, it's almost nice to just take that those games out. That's true. Fan of money. That's all that matters. If you win, not any team, there you go. But yeah, it's better to bet with your head, not your heart. You're right. But yeah, it's almost easier if you have a few teams that you like and you think if you're going to look at them, you'll be more swayed to one side, to that team. Just take them out of the slate. Don't even look at them. I mean, it's easier to look at a few games than it is the whole slate every single day. You get kind of stressed out doing that, going through every single game every single day, and it can get a little bit tiresome. And, if you want to properly do it and go down and go through all the motions of everything, it's always, good to just basically knock that out of the park, or focus. If you like one, for example, like I live in Arizona, so I listen to Arizona sports radio a lot in my car. I like the Diamondbacks, but I'm not a huge fan of them where it's like I can bet against them or I can bet with them. It's sometimes you can use, the local radio and local takes of what people think. You can hear that, and you can see how sometimes it might, sway public opinion and stuff like that, and you try to go the opposite. Or you might hear a little bit insider information from one team that might want you to bet the other team or that team. So it's kind of a, yin and yang, trying to bounce back and forth, trying to use information where you can. But in this, age of information, if you have it, most likely the people making the lines and bookmaking have the information as well. That's right, Miller Lite Soundstage, daily a la mode here, back at it, But yeah, no, it's good to just maybe just look at a few less games, and then you could try to dissect it as you will there. But short and sweet today. Gonna go straight to the point with the comp selection today. Going to the Angels first 5 minus a half run plus 117 you can get on Bookmaker versus the White Sox. Angels are at home. It's gonna be it's Jaime Barria. I forgot what his first name was, so excuse me. But versus Lucas Giolito. Barria making first appearance since June 18th, so about 10 days since he pitched last. Originally a relief pitcher, but going for the start here. I think he has a chance to go at least five innings here. He's been trending more so as a starter. They're trying to get him into that role. At home, he has a 1.35 ERA. He's 1-2 though, but 1.76 opponent batting average, as well as a 0.95 WHIP in 20 innings pitched. So he has some experience at home, can pitch at home pretty well. Looking at Lucas Giolito, coming off 4 straight starts of 2 earned run or less. But 5 starts ago, he faced the Angels and letting up about 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 hits and 5 innings pitched, but still got the W. So I think the Angels will want to come back here against him. He showed he was kind of vulnerable there, walking 2, letting up 4 hits, as well as 3 earned runs in the 5 innings. Somewhat vulnerable. So I think they'll have a little bit of confidence that they can hit him and score a little bit more on him. Lucas Giolito, his away ERA is 4.64. He's 2-3, a 271 opponent batting average, a 1.56 WHIP, and 42 innings and 2/3 pitched. So not great stuff on the road. He's been kind of the home guy. So I'm going against what my banner says, going against that team. But looking at the Angels versus right-handed pitching, in the first 5 at the last month or so, last 30 days, 282 average, 391 weighted on base average, and 152 weighted runs created plus. Very good stuff. They're second in that time frame in those splits in weighted runs created plus. So it's pretty good, scoring against righties at a pretty good rate, basically. So looking at the White Sox, same parameters. 210 average, 290 weighted on base average, and 82 weighted runs created plus. Not the best stuff there towards the bottom. Man, got to do quick math. Bottom 6th of the league in weighted runs created plus. So not good stuff from the White Sox against righties. Angels have some good experience against Giolito. Not the best of batting averages with the 256 batting average but 851 on base plus slugging percentage. So they make their hits count, that's for sure. But also in 117 at bats combined, this team has against them. So they have a lot of experience, seen them before a lot. White Sox, they have some experience against Barria, about 55 at bats, but a 145 batting average and 362 on base plus slugging. That's very poor right there. So it's pretty interesting. It's a great advantage that the Angels have against right-handed pitching. Angels have seemingly have the advantage with their pitcher, as well as they have the advantage against specific bat versus pitch matchups as well and numbers. So I'll take a shot at you can lay minus 125. I think it's on first 5 money line on win you can get, or minus 130 for the first 5 money line. But I think it's a good plus money play to lay that half run, get it plus 117 Bookmaker. Then against these White Sox, I think they can get it done. Especially they're at home. They'll have that not extra, but they'll have the last chance to get that one extra run in basically in the bottom of the 5th or whatever, or come back or something like that. So that's I kind of like those. I like to lay the half run in the first 5 with the home team, but hate laying the minus 1.5 runs for the full game with the home team, if that makes sense. Because a lot of times the home team will be they'll be up 1 going into the top of the 9th, and then they'll get them up and down and they'll win. they'll be happy, but you won't be because you didn't cash your bet. So I kind of like the first 5 minus a half, especially with this matchup here with these two guys. I just don't think Giolito can keep it going, especially against this Angels team that is very familiar with them. But I'd like to thank everyone here. Thanks for coming out. Ray, DW, Carol, and Kim Hastings. Kim Hastings was number 1 first here, so she got the honor of first comment. But I'd like to take a moment, you guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. I'll be back here Monday doing another video, same time, same place. I'll have to figure out something for July 4th. Maybe I'll do something earlier in the day so people, when people are going out, around this time, people will be probably barbecuing. I'm a guy, but I cannot condone sobriety. That's for sure. You never condone it, Tom. I'm a guy, but Kim Haste. No, I know. You're right. Sorry about that. But I'm here just wanting to let you know, you guys, probably Monday will be the next time. Tuesday, I'll figure out something in the morning probably. So, because, around that time in the afternoon, you guys probably be barbecuing, being with family, whatever, stuff like that. So you guys have a good rest of your day. See you back here on Monday. And thank you. Thank you for showing up. And let's get this Angels first 5 minus a half run, plus 117 bookmaker. And be on the lookout for the podcast too. I'll probably release one either Thursday or Friday, sometime this weekend before next week. So keep an eye out on that. Follow us on Twitter at CW Sports Betting so you know exactly when we drop it and any other content we might have, as Ray's been dropping great golf knowledge on there and golf play. So be sure to check that out for some extra content. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you back here on Monday.